Welcome to the Nation of History channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. An iceberg with black and red marks on its side, possibly related to the sinking of the Titanic in 1912. Gold miners are working in the Serra Pelada gold mine in Brazil as captured by Sebastião Salgado in the 1980s. Two girls are running to hug their father as he returns from the war. Seated in a wheelchair, he opens his arms as the smiling daughters approach in the 1940 image. The Endurance ship became trapped in Antarctic ice during Ernest Shackleton's 1915 expedition. The vast fingerprint archive of the FBI is shown in the 1944 image, with employees organizing millions of records in massive physical files before digitization. The Battersea Fun Fair, an amusement park located in London, England, appears in the image around 1952. Members of Ernest Shackleton's Antarctic expedition are seen amid the ice. The mission, which took place between 1914 and 1917, aimed to cross Antarctica. Planes are flying over the Golden Gate Bridge during its inauguration in May 1937. A McDonald's storefront appears in the 1970s image, featuring a couple and one of the early versions of Ronald McDonald. One of the first aerial photos of Paris highlights the Arc de Triomphe and its radiating avenues as captured in 1919. The Hindenburg airship is under construction in Friedrichshafen, Germany, as shown in the 1935 image. A Coca-Cola delivery truck from the 1930s is shown branded with the company's logo, used to transport soda to soda fountains of the time. Paul Cornu's helicopter, the first to carry a pilot, is captured in the image taken in France in 1907. The elevator on the first level of the Eiffel Tower is shown in the image taken during its construction in 1887. A nanny is pushing a motorized baby stroller known as the prammeter, an innovation of the time. A Mayan zoomorphic sculpture carved in stone is shown in the late 1800s image. The French Army's wine stock before the Gallipoli campaign is captured on the island of Lemnos, Greece in 1915. The first whirlpool cable car crossing over Niagara Falls Gorge takes place in August 1916. A 4-year-old child helps their family harvest potatoes in 1931. A sharecropping family is sleeping inside a car near Charleston, South Carolina, as captured in the 1938 image. A man, a woman, and 2 children are standing in front of a wooden cabin in Green River, Utah, around 1890. A tenant farming family is walking down a rural road, as captured in the 1936 image. A family is seen in front of their wooden cabin in West Virginia in the year 1900. A one-room schoolhouse, a common model in rural areas in the past, is shown in the image. The Carter family is seen together in Toronto, Canada, with Louise Carter, an immigrant from Barbados, and her children in front of a simple house in 1936. 2 children are sitting on the porch of a house in Arkansas. Dirty and dressed in simple clothes, they reflect the rural life of the time. The delivery of mail in rural areas is captured in the 1914 image, showing a mailman riding a horse-drawn carriage. A young woman is smiling next to the propeller of a plane during the first airmail flight in Western Canada, as captured in 1918. A group of men is seen marching in a parade in the city of Braunschweig, Germany, during the interwar period. The artist George Gross is shown dressed in a cloak and holding a scythe in 1919. Richard White Bull, a member of the Oglala Sioux tribe, appears in the 1899 image wearing traditional attire and holding a ceremonial pipe. A man is wearing a zoot suit, a distinctive style of the 1940s, featuring a long jacket, wide-legged trousers, and decorative chains. Broad Street is covered in snow during a blizzard in 1940. Pedestrians cross the street among vintage vehicles, while the heavy snowfall reduces visibility in the city. Shoppers gather in front of Livingston's department store in Bloomington during the 1940s. 10,000 employees of Chase Manhattan Bank are posing for a photo in their offices in the 1964 image. A sign located at the entrance of Frank Sinatra's residence on Beaumont Drive can be seen in the image during the 1960s. Manchester City player Mike Summerby is demonstrating the built-in record player in his Volvo P1800 in the 1967 image. Two sailors are navigating the River Thames in a barge in London, 1876. A young Aboriginal holding a pet kangaroo in Australia. The photo was published in National Geographic in October 1955. Elvis Presley as a child is shown with his mother, Gladys Presley. Taken before his rise to fame, the photo reflects their strong bond. Ruth Disney is seen next to her older brother, Walt Disney, in a 1906 photograph. The photo shows the models of the iconic painting American Gothic by Grant Wood posing next to the artwork. A young man plays the guitar while a woman watches attentively. An elegant couple is dressed in sophisticated clothing of the time while walking hand in hand, displaying their bond in the 1960s. Three students walk through the streets of Kabul, Afghanistan, wearing modern clothes for the time, reflecting a period of greater freedom in 1972. Three boys sit in a wooden cart on a street in Pittsburgh between 1920 and 1930. Young people converse on a corner of East End Avenue and 81st Street in New York in the 1950s. The last queen consort of Mongolia is pictured wearing traditional Mongolian attire in 1923. Ida Lupino, a pioneering actress and director in Hollywood, is seen wearing an elegant outfit of the time and is known for her talent in both acting and directing. The International Sweethearts of Rhythm, a pioneering all-female jazz swing band, is shown performing in the 1940s. Brothers Johnny and Robert Eck pose for a photo in the United States in 1922. A mother and daughter pose together in a photography studio in 1910, wearing elegant clothes from the time. An intriguing scene recorded by photographer Franz Stoppelman in Mexico City in 1971. A moment at the Gateways Club, located in Chelsea, London, is captured in the image. Workers are assembling radios in the Emerson factory, as shown in the 1945 image. The aerial view of New York highlights the rectangular layout of Manhattan streets in the 1931 image. The Peel P50, a one-person car capable of reaching 40 miles per hour, is captured in Great Britain in 1962. A woman is carrying a large bundle of hay on her head while working in the field, as seen in a photograph taken in Cannes, Italy in 1959. Gardeners used slanted ladders to trim a yew hedge planted in England in 1720, as shown in the 1962 image. Benny's Grocery in Sylvania, Georgia, is captured by photographer Marion Post Wolcott in the 1939 image. The photograph. Hunger is the Best Cook by Myra Albert Wiggins depicts the simplicity of domestic life and the relationship between hunger and the appreciation of food. Two children are hugging on a street, seemingly seeking comfort from each other. The scene reflects a moment of vulnerability and companionship. Street scribes are typing documents for clients in a public space. A police officer is wearing a mask during the Great Smog of London, as shown in the 1952 image. Two girls are riding sheep at high speed as captured in Cornwall, England in 1969. Tourists are seen atop the Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt in 1925. At the time, climbing the pyramid was allowed, offering a unique view of the surrounding desert. A tambourine vendor is shown in Naples, Italy, in an image from the early 1900s. Students are seen in a typing class, attentively watching the teacher demonstrate how to use the typewriter in the 1970s image. A man is wearing a pair of television glasses, a futuristic concept of the time, in the 1963 image. Roy Campanella is saying farewell to Ebbets Field in Brooklyn in the February 23, 1960 image. Riding a horse using a side saddle, a woman is wearing formal attire and a top hat. Two Turkish wrestlers and a former Greek wrestler on the right are competing in a Greco-Roman wrestling competition in the United States in 1909.